Alan first, and I'm going to go to some super chats. What are you saying, Alan?
Yeah, so look, it's going to be a little bit. I'll try and be as quick as I can, but I want to get as many points as I can across. The Tottenham fan base has been split today, so I didn't want to see Spurs lose, but the bigger picture is our rivals winning. Now, I see a lot of rival fans question what's happening today, whatnot, but let's just take next season, for example. Let's just say the penultimate game, Man United have to beat a team and you beat your team and it enables Liverpool to win the Premier League or Man City. Man United fans are going to be in the same position as Spurs. I don't want to see Liverpool win the league, Man City. Same with Liverpool. Don't want to see Man United win the league, if it happens. So we're in a really hard position. But the whole thing, let's just throw a game ridiculous and stuff like that. I'm happy that Spurs come out and showed not only can we play good foot like this Ange system can work, because a lot of people are throwing Ange out, this, and the other. So you can see that we can play under this manager and play well against a bit of big teams. And also there was a bit of a plan B there today. So it's positives for next season. We just got to improve that front line, which I'll be absolutely honest, it was absolutely dusty as hell today. Literally awful. I want to see a whole new front line for Spurs to progress. So did I want to see Spurs lose? No. Did I want to see Arsenal win the league? No. I'm not going to be honest. I'm not going to say either way is going to... I'm just being as honest as I possibly can. And rival fans, when you put in that position, it's very hard to take. Spurs played really well. We didn't take our chances. I completely understand that. What I will do now is call out Harry. I mean, Harry, I'm sorry. You were giving it in the start of the season. Spurs win the league. We're happy to win the league. You then disappear when Spurs fall apart. You go absolutely nothing. At least Dan has come on here and given... Whether you say Dan's got bad takes or weird takes or anything like that, at least Dan's been here. You then come on a game where Arsenal now lose or potentially lose title, wearing a Man City scarf. Have some shame. Have some shame. Hassan's right. This is embarrassing for Spurs. At least Dan's come on and given takes and takes. You've gone away and then you've come back. Because stuff like that. We've been here taking crap in the chat from everyone going, October champions, with something you said, and now you come back. Now Arsenal have lost the league. You need to answer for your crimes because you're looking embarrassing with that Man City scarf around your neck, mate. You really are.
And make some apologies, mate.
Fine. So, I mean... Well, it's good to be back. It's been a long time, guys. I hope you're all well. I hope things have been good. I hope everything's been going fine. Firstly, I'd like to say I openly apologise to Kate. I'll be honest. I haven't stopped seeing the massive fight live stream we had when I said we were going to win the league, and I'll openly admit I was wrong. Fine, but I just thought tonight I was watching the game. I was like, what could I do to really, really help the massive Arsenal fan base understand how much me and all my Spurs family understand how much I have hatred for that club? And I thought, let me make an appearance and let me help the whole Arsenal fan base understand how deep it really is.
I respect it.
It's generations of hatred in my family, and of purely hating Arsenal. And I thought, let me do this, and this is exactly what's happened. So, I'm back. Hello, guys. It's been a long time. I hope you're well. And yeah, it's just happened again. Arsenal. There's always next season. Arteta's a great manager, but he's not Pep. He wants to be, but yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, but I've apologised openly to you. I mean that. I do, but I don't think there's any shame in wearing a City scarf. They're my second team. I've always loved City, and it means everything. It means
you have two teams.
Well, yeah, I do now.
Oh my God.
That's against the law in England, bruv.
I've got Spurs on my left arm, and I'm going to get City on my right. No, I'm joking. I'm obviously joking. On that basis, what I mean is, I bought this scarf the other day, and I just thought, you know what? I really don't want Arsenal to win the league. So how can I back my team in the best way possible? And that was buying this scarf on Amazon for £15, and that's what's happened.
Okay. Not mad at
you
that.
gave another Premier League football club £15 of your money.
Yeah.
Oh,
not that they need it.
I like Man City need it. Yeah.
That little bit of extra hate is probably why Son missed it today, because a lot of things had to go a certain way for us to get this result. There's a lot of hoodoo, a lot of voodoo at those grounds. I'm surprised we were able to score 2. We won this. Now, you guys, first of all, amazing game. Amazing fight saw by Spurs. I'm not going to talk down to you guys at all. Many teams have decided, even going to their home grounds, to play very defensive. You guys played your style. Like you can admit your manager played his style and almost got a result. Now, let me say this. For the historic clubs, the four-peat is going to be impossible, or you're not going to see it for 100 and something years. Terry, you don't have to exaggerate. You won your three-peat. It wasn't that long ago. It didn't take 100 years. Now, I think a reason why a lot of you are like, oh, we're never going to see this happen again is because of the doubt you have in your own club to get back to the great moments that you had. That's really what you're projecting.
So let me just stop you. I need to stop you there for a minute. And young Dan's shaking his head. It's nothing to do with doubt in my own football club. It's the fact that it's never been done in 150 years. The likelihood of it then therefore being done again is exceedingly low. Three-peats had been done in the very early stages of the league association. So three-peats weren't a new haven't been a new thing out of absolutely nowhere. But trebles, four-peats, and quads are like they're like the end of the rainbow stuff. So come on now. It's nothing to do with projecting about my own team.
No, it is, Terry.
I think
sorry, hang on. Sorry, I'm going to stop you. You're telling me that's how I'm thinking. I'm telling you you're wrong. That's the end of the conversation.
All right, well, let me continue.
Nothing to do with my projections about Man United. It's about I don't think it's a record that will be easily achieved again, even by you lot. I don't think you guys will ever achieve it again.
That's all fine. But we can all admit that a three-peat, which we've seen often, could happen again. And once you get to a three-peat, it's possible for a four-peat. So all I'm saying is you're overly projecting that it's going to be 100 and 150 years. What I want to point out is City has raised the league to a certain level that we've never seen before. And I think other clubs will have to match to continue to compete. They'll have to match it.
But that's not going to, again, where your theory is flawed is that's when Pep leaves, the level drop, the overarching level drops because there isn't anyone of his standard that's out there. And when you say like three-peats happen, let's just have a little look at this to be absolutely to be fair when they happen regularly. So let's go for the first one happened. It was done by Huddersfield Town. Okay. No, we need to look at the history here so we know the facts before we put out opinions. Wait a second. So Huddersfield Town did it in the 20s as an example. Then it was done by Arsenal in the 30s. Then we had to wait all the way into the 80s, so 50 years later, for it to be done a third time by Liverpool. Then we had to wait for Man United to do it in the late 90s, early noughties. And then we did it again 10 years later. And now you guys are kind of in the midst of it. So it's happened 1, 2, 3, 4, it's happened 6 times in 150 years. Okay. Now you're adding, so 6 times in 150 years. What is that? So how many years on average is that happening? Let's just do the maths quickly, right?
No,
so in 100,
let's not.
No. We do it. Stop, please. We're doing the facts here. So 150 divided by 6. So it happens once every 25 years. Okay, a three-peat. You're now adding a four-peat on top, which has never happened until now. So looking at the likelihood of another team doing a four-peat, and by the way, you have a chance of a five-peat because of the four-peat.
Let's relax. We got
the likelihood of that ever happening again in our lifetimes is factually low. Stop coming out here and lying, bro.
But Beta, that's why Pep is the greatest.
It is the greatest, but
that's why I told you he's beyond everyone else. Like this league, he's too intelligent. He's a winner.
No, 100%. I agree, Professor.
And when I told everyone here from beginning, this guy was a winner since as a player.
We know how good Pep is. Sorry, I want to go back to you. Finish your point, V. Go on, mate.
Listen, I'm not out here trying to lie, Terry. I'm just trying to point out that I don't think we can just arbitrarily say it's going to be 100 and 150 years. It's going to require a lot of devotion from a fan base, from the club, and to get the right manager. And of course, it's possible 150. Let's relax on that. But with regards to this game, and I have to say this, everyone on this panel, were you not entertained? Was that not amazing? Did it not play out the way it should have?
Wow.
0-0 at half, right? All Arsenal fans having the hope, having the belief, all rivals feeling the same way. And then the one goal goes in, right? The one goal goes in. And then it's like back and forth a little bit. Spurs could possibly get a chance. Son gets that chance. And to end it late in that game with a penalty. Could it have been scripted any better? Spurs, Ange, thank you for
Pedro
a great
Paul.
game. Thank you for an amazing game. We still have one game to play on Sunday, and the league.
Just can I just say one point to Vitor? Vitor, it's a devotion from Sheikh Mansour, not from the fans. It's just devotion. Let's just put it this way, put it the right way. It's a devotion from Sheikh Mansour, not from the fans. It's a great team that has been assembled. Bro, it's a great team that has been assembled. Congratulations to you. But for you to come here and say, this fan has to suffer and all this stuff. No, it's devotion from Sheikh Mansour. I wish everyone here wishes they have an owner like Sheikh Mansour, right? That can devote the time and can devote the money and the work ethics and everything, right? But it's just from Sheikh Mansour. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
just want to clear that out.
There is truth in that. Man United fans, we're on our ass right now. But have you seen the way we were standing there in our flooded stadium, devoted to our team the other day? Did you see that?
Well, away from the waterfall, yeah, I did.
Yeah. So, but again, that's the point of this. The stadium is flooding. The team's on its ass, but the fans are devoted. So, devoted fans is not enough to make you do a 4-peat.
Well, I would argue that your devoted fans need to actually, and Terry, you would agree with me. Your devoted fans actually need to stop going to games, need to actually stop supporting the way they have been to really force the owners to do right.
Okay. So I understand that element there, but the point is fans can be devoted by walking away. They can be devoted by cheering hard. If Sheikh Mansour sold your club and Pep left, do you think your fans cheering would make you do another 4-peat?
It'd be a part of it.
Do you think it would be a fundamental part of it, or would you need owners that are as good as yours and a manager as good as Pep?
Now,
is that more important?
Now, I just became a fan yesterday, but when the fans were supporting the club in Division 2, when they weren't even good, that's what takes you to continue to succeed and exist.
Hang on a minute.
Owners leave.
V, stop. But this is where your logic's flawed. Because those Man City fans were just as devoted when they went relegated through all the lower levels.
Yeah, and they waited it out.
Fans are important for football clubs, but most football fans are devoted to their clubs, win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or indifferent. The difference between City and everybody else is you have owners that have dedicated themselves and you have gone and got the best manager in the world. Now, that is not a dig. That is just stating a fact. But the fact you're shaking your head like your owners and your manager are not the biggest component.
No, I'm shaking my head. No, I'm shaking my head because Mo wants to boil it down to we're here because of Sheikh Mansour.
If
we had a different, hold on. Listen. Let me make this point. Let me make this point.
Your owner,
Terry. Let me make this point.
How dare you?
Let me make this point. Now, I agree. With a devoted owner, we are here. But if we had a different owner devoted just like Sheikh Mansour was, we'd be here. The problem is you have owners. Hold on.
Yes.
Like
we just said, owners like Sheikh Mansour. It doesn't matter who he is.
Mo said only because it's Sheikh.
And look at Todd Bowley.
No, Terry, let me make this point, please. You're not letting me finish, though. You're not letting me finish.
No, I'm not letting you finish for this one reason. Because it doesn't matter that it's Sheikh Mansour. It doesn't matter who the individual is. The reason you are where you are is because you've got an owner that is so devoted to your football club. You said, no, not really.
I'm shit. Terry, this is the point, and you're not letting me finish. My point is what Mo wants to say is it's because of Sheikh Mansour. Now, if he talked about the profile of owner who's devoted for the club to succeed, I wouldn't shake my head. But he made it simple to be like, it's Sheikh Mansour.
Yeah,
that's my point.
He mentioned Sheikh Mansour because he is literally your owner.
No, but it's multifactorial, Terry. You have to agree.
Terry,
you
saw what he was doing. You saw what he's doing. He's alluding to the only reason why
the fans are important for a football club, but
Pep loves the club.
Man City's fans were dedicated to City when you were getting relegated. So having good fans alone doesn't make you win leagues, doesn't stop you from being relegated. You guys, and this is not a dig, you are where you are because Sheikh Mansour is a fantastic owner. Agree or disagree?
I agree with that.
Agree. Cool. That's it. That's all we're saying. Let's move on.
That was literally
Mo's point. That's the point I was trying to get to.
And we all knew that was Mo's point. Come on.